Great and Mighty Walk video review. About me. My name is Ayodele. I'm 14 years old and I attend Aya Educational Institute. What the documentary was about. The documentary was about how and why he started to learn about our history. He said that he basically taught himself, or a lot of things he knew, from just reading books from the library. And one time, he went to his boss, who worked at a magazine store, I believe, and asked him if there were any magazines or books or anything like that that had Black history in them, or about Black people. And he said, the owner of the store said, "I'm sorry, but your people have no history," and that's what got him interested and really into finding out what our history was. His young adult life, he said that when he was 18, he moved to New York, in Harlem. And he said one of the things he said was, when you're young, you think you can do like anything. And he moved to Harlem to pursue writing plays or plays and stuff. He used to write plays. He also talked about Kemet, how Kemet was around way before any of the white civilizations like Greece and Rome were around. And by the time those civilizations came around, Kemet was basically at its last run. He also talked about the invasions of Kemet by the Greeks and the Romans. And he also mentioned other Pan-Africanists like Shank Diop. What I liked that everything was clear. I could understand him. I could understand what he was saying. And I also like the small jokes he put in there. It kind of helped with the stories that he told, because most of them were kind of serious, and so it kind of got the jokes kind of broke that up a little bit. And I also like the visuals. It made it easier to follow along with what he was saying. And what I learned that he was in the army. That's something I didn't know. And I didn't know that there were 3 African Roman kings. And the coats of arms on the ships that were used to take us from Africa and transport us to the U.S. During captivity, they had 2 Africans that were tied together. They were back to back and tied together at their wrists. And the Greeks literally painted the people on the Kemetic walls to be lighter, to look like them. I knew they shot the nose off of the Sphinx and stuff, but I didn't know they actually painted the walls. And I also didn't know that the picture of God or a person related to God was just some picture of that a person painted of their cousin or family friend or something. But now that's become a very famous picture and associated with God. And yeah. How would I update the film? I would probably make the sound a little clearer, and the video. And does this film relate to any other films I've seen before? Not all of it, but parts of it, like The Master Keys by Baba Asa Hilliard. He talked some about the Kemet, some of the Kemet stuff that I heard in the video. I learned or saw or heard from the Master Keys that I had to watch a few years ago. And I've heard of other Pan-African people moving to New York, but that's in almost a lot of people or Pan-Africanists or people in our community, ancestors, moved to New York, so I kind of can relate that for all the films I've watched. But that's it. Thanks for watching.